Lopez has a list of 5 things the Texans can do to be the next team in town to steal the people's hearts.
You know that old saying about when one door closes, another one opens? That's what that's where the Texans are right now. They have to seize this opportunity because it's uncanny with the relationship that the Houston Astros built organically, largely, and obviously because they had a great team with this city. Like it was heartwarming. It was impressive. It was unlike anything we've seen. Double it, triple it, quadruple it, whatever you want to do if the Texans can ever get to anything like that. But the question becomes, how do you get there? How do you get there from here? I think this is an opportunity for the Texans. I really do. Nothing against the Astros. Hopefully they'll keep their run going. But I think a lot of people are saying, okay, well, maybe this door is closing a little bit. So the fifth thing I'm going to say is I feel the most important thing. Okay. I'm not exaggerating. I'm not kidding. It is the most important thing.
Okay.
Let's go through it. Number 1.
I have not looked at this list, people. I'm hearing it as you're hearing it.
They have to take full. Some of these are okay, sure, of course, duh. But there's kind of nuance to it.
1 more points.
There's kind of nuance to it. You have to take full advantage of C.J. Stroud on his rookie contract. You have to, because I think the Texans can get to a division quicker than anybody expected, maybe even this year. It's going to be built through the draft, this team, just like the Astros were built with their farm system.
You're going to have some money, though, on that rookie deal.
Yes, and so you have money to spend. We heard Nick Caserio today. This is really a Nick Caserio joint, as the kids like to say. When it comes to the acquisitions that are going to be made, they can accelerate their drive to becoming a playoff and a playoff team and a contender beyond that. That's number 1. It's kind of a no-duh, but it's important when you have that rookie contract that you make the most of it.
100%.
That's number 1.
100%.
Number 2 is a little
Número 2.
Number 2 is a little bit more organic and hard to make happen, but I think you can do things to kind of get it in that direction. This team has to become more relatable with fans, man. It has to be more relatable with fans. It's cool. People are all about, C.J. Stroud and Will Anderson and D'Amico Ryans. D'Amico is probably the one that's closest to being like beloved and like the thing about the Astros.
About C.J.
C.J. too, but I mean he's great to listen to, but is he really going to be the guy? He's got to do more on the field. He's got to win those big games, and then he's going to be Altuve, you know. But like the guys that people just love and relate to,
I think that's overrated.
I don't.
I think that's really overrated.
I think when you're relatable, people associate with you and they kind of feel that connection.
Yeah, but I think people relate to good times. Like I think there's a lot of like this Astros team. I think, yeah, we could say they're relatable, but a lot of it's just because we've had so many good times with them. So, and watching them, and they've had success. I don't like sit there and say, oh damn, Alex Bregman, I really want to hang out with him. I like him a little bit more.
No, but you never really hang out with him, but you just feel like a connection to him.
Yeah, but isn't that based on what you do on the field?
A lot of it, but not all of it.
Yeah,
not all of it.
Look at Lance McCullers.
McCullers is a great example. You know, that's a great example.
Why?
People feel
Look
like
what he done on the field.
Till I die, bury me in the H, all that stuff. You know, it's just
but I would say
if he never said that, he would probably be gone.
I mean,
he
was kind of under contract, Figgy, but I would say that him being on the mound and throwing the like 25 or whatever consecutive curveballs has as much to do with saying bury me in the H. He said bury me in the H after they won a World Series.
It's not
but people love him because he said that.
Well, they love him because he won a World Series. If he'd never won a World Series and gone out there and did what he did against when they won the World Series, then he could say bury me in the H and it wouldn't mean as much.
Trust me, it has to happen on the field. But it elevates it to an altogether different place. And we know it from the Astros. People are just like, Jose. They call these guys by their first names, you know? And that's just a relationship that you get. Now, they're doing some stuff with the H-Town connection and all that, but I think it has to be players that do it. Number 3.
Número 3.
You cannot miss on more first-round picks. You just can't do it. And your first-round picks have to be on the field. They have to be great. Derek Stingley might be great, but they have to be on the field and they have to show greatness. Ken Green has you cannot miss on any more.
What if they already have?
And you can't miss on any more.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can't miss on any more.
I was going to say
you got 5 picks next year.
Yeah.
Two fourth-round picks, and then the first through third. That first-round pick has to be a stud, has to be a relatable, has to be get on the field, because that's how you build that squad that you're talking about, what happens on the field, you know? The first-round pick, you cannot miss on that. But Derek Stingley right now, who knows? Maybe, maybe not. Kenyon Green? Probably not at this point. You can't do that. Number 4.
Número 4.
You have to get lucky, in a sense, and find a dynamic player. Like the ones that popped into mind are like a Tyreek Hill, a next-level superstar.
So find the next freakish athlete that punched his girlfriend in the stomach.
Miles
in the
Garrett.
draft.
Miles Garrett. Why are you doing that, man? Miles Garrett. A Travis
That
Kelce.
wasn't luck. Like Miles Garrett's not luck. That's number 1 pick.
Yeah, but I'm saying you have to get a guy that is not just, oh, he's really good. You have to get a guy that is going to be your Don. You know, you have to. The Texans don't have that right now.
So you saying you gotta? So you basically just got to find value in the mid
And
rounds.
that ties
like
in.
Travis Kelce.
You have to find a guy
Tyreek Hill.
that is next level, that surpasses all expectations, that is dynamic, that breaks games open, that is, because name every great team that there is. There's always a guy. You know.
Yeah. I mean, the Patriots found Gronk in day 2 of the draft.
Right. Those guys.
The Chiefs, I guess. Yeah, the Kelce thing for them. Tyreek Hill before that. Yeah, I mean,
You
for
have
sure.
to.
Yeah, you're gonna have to find.
Because the Texans have good players, impressive players that you can relate with, and obviously CJ's in a different category. But you got to find that dude. And then there's number 5.
Number 5.
And this is a big one. I'm dead serious. Dusty's not wrong about one thing with the economy in downtown. People love going down there even if they don't have a ticket to the game. Even if they don't ever have any intention of going to the game.
Yeah.
Downtown is popping.
Yeah.
It's popping on an Astro.
Where is this going?
Regular season game.
Where is this going?
You know where it's going.
Tear the Astrodome
You know where it's
down.
going. You have to make NRG Park a destination point. Blow up the Astrodome. Get something going. Cash in your favors. I'm dead serious here.
How does this make your list, man?
I'm dead serious here.
You will not let this Astrodome thing go.
No. It's not even about the Astrodome itself.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
It's not even about the Astrodome itself. It's about creating a place that is like right now when you go to a Texan game, it's a blast. Tailgating is fun. But if you don't have a ticket, what the hell are you going to do down there? What are you going to do?
Ain't nobody trying to kick it around that area.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, most places have like somewhere to go.
But if you
let's go have a drink.
Imagine
Let's go
if
to
you had,
Carrington's.
imagine if, and this is just spitballing, but imagine if you had like a place where the Astrodome was, where there's like restaurants and bands playing and different clubs and maybe a water feature like a little pond.
Let's go to Swagger.
A boardwalk. People would go, hey, let's go to NRG, man. Well, we don't have tickets to the game. Who gives a bleep? Let's go. It's going to be a blast. It's going to be popping. That's a huge, huge area. That's basically like what they did at the Woodlands, the waterway.
Yeah.
If you could lift that Woodlands waterway and plop it where the Astrodome
Where
is,
the hell's that going to fit?
it'll absolutely fit. It'll have room to spare. You realize how big the Astrodome footprint is? It'll be bigger, but like the Woodlands waterway. Boom, plop it where the Astrodome is right now. People will say, let's go. Let's be a part of this. I want to, the Astros, the Texans are in the playoffs. I want to pop around and walk around and wear my gear, and we can watch the game at this bar or that restaurant or this place. Or you know what? Let's just hang out on the boardwalk or whatever it is. I'm just, these are just ideas that are in my head. If you could make, NRG is not a destination point. It's not. Figgy, you're there more than
I live over there.
you live over there.
You mean people don't want to hang out at Wingstop?
Exactly. You want to go to
Let's go to Quiznos. Watch the game.
Quiznos over on Kirby or something. No, man. Make it a place, a poppin' place. That's what the Astros have on everybody. That's what the Astros have on everybody right there.